CultPop!
What's up to all our sidekicks and henchmen out there in the Geek Nation? My name is Noel, and today I'm going to bring to you a Thunder Round. What is a Thunder Round? A Thunder Round is a 60-second review of a single comic that comes out this week. I'm probably going to go over 60 seconds because I'm really terrible with deadlines and timers. But I'm going to do my best to bring to you a spoiler-free review of a very highly anticipated book that comes out this week from DC. We're going to talk about the other history of the DC universe. It's a Black Label book written by John Ridley with art by Giuseppe Cammuncoli. This is one of four. It's got a little bit of a history. It's got a history at DC. I think it was going to be in a different format before, and then publication and editorial changes happened, and now it is a 4-issue miniseries, Black Label, in a prestige format. So you can see it's quite bigger than a normal floppy, what we call single issues. But yeah, we're going to talk about this. Before I get into it, be sure to like and subscribe down below. Click the like button, hit the notification bell. You'll get to see whenever we go live and or post new content. Speaking of live, every single Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we perform for you. We live stream our CultPop Podcast where we talk about a lot of the books that come out this week, as well as pop culture news and references and fun stuff. We're going to do a couple of reviews this upcoming week, but we're also going to talk about our book club of the month. The last Sunday of every month, we talk about a collected edition. And this month, it is Seven to Eternity by Rick Remender with art by Jerome Opeña. I'm very excited to read it, so hopefully I'll like it. We'll see. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about the other history of the DC Universe, number 1, DC Black Label, written by John Ridley with art by Giuseppe Cammuncoli. And here we go with the timer. All right, so as you can see, the format of this doesn't seem very large. It's prestige, but first of all, I very much enjoyed this. I liked this a lot. It's a very challenging read in format as well as the story itself. It functions just like the other. There have been many different types of history of the Marvel Universe, history of the DC Universe type of books, and they're usually done in kind of a prose style, almost just like an oral storytelling style where it's just a lot of prose with art format or art layouts. This is similar to that. It is a oral story given by the main character of the book, which is Black Lightning, Jefferson Pierce, talking about the years 1975 to 1992, about being a young black man in the 70s and how he kind of, it's the timer, I'm out, how he adjusted to the rise of the superhero, if at all. It has a lot of real life experience and stories that we had heard before, juxtaposed on top of the DC universe. Everything from the formation of the Justice League to early 90s comics with the Outsiders and Batman and vigilantism. This is a really challenging read because you are put into the mind of a very angry human being who witnessed his own father killed when he was young and strove for absolute excellence, and just how detrimental that could be to your quality of life. It's a heavy read, in so much as too, it's a dense read. You can see here, it's very much all prose with just layouts. Every single page, there's no direct dialogue or word boxes. It is all told to you, as I said before, like an oral story. So you're almost reading the inner thoughts or the diary of his journey decades after the fact. I read this in about 2 or 3 different chunks. You get through a large chunk of it, and I just kind of walked away and came back to it because, unlike a lot of comic books, this is not really super bingey. You want it. It was definitely a more rewarding read in the way that it just kind of washed over you. I highly recommend this. This was great. it would be even more great, probably altogether as one reading, but being able to take social activism and apply it directly to these fictional worlds that exist like on the outskirts of reality is no small feat, and the fact that it's successful is very exciting. This was great. I look forward to the next issue. This will not be for everybody. Just like the other history of kind of storytelling styles are. A lot of people just don't necessarily have patience for them. But with something like this, I would say stick through it, because before the end of it, you're going to feel like you want the next piece. Like it's very exciting. You want more. The art is fantastic. Giuseppe Cammuncoli I've always kind of liked, but the way that he just plays with full page layouts. So like, yeah, there's a story about a diner, and it's in like the layout of the page is the menu of the diner with small pieces of food on the bottom. This is just great. This was great. If you were at all excited about this, I highly recommend making it the top of your stack, or at the very least investing a little bit more reading time into it this week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I very much liked The Other History of the DC Universe, #1, written by John Ridley with art by Giuseppe Cammuncoli. But yeah, that was my Thunder Round for this week. Yeah, I went 72 hours over it, but whatever. It's a good book. It deserved more than a minute. And I hope that this week we get to talk about it as a group, because it harbors, or it invites a lot of conversation. But yeah, so thank you for spending the last couple of minutes with me. Remember to like and subscribe. Hit the like button, the bell icon, to get notified when we go live or when we have new content on the site. Also, comment down below if you did like this, didn't like this, agree with me, don't agree with me, your favorite parts. Keep it relatively spoiler free, but join the conversation and we'll reply. We do this to engage, not necessarily just talk at a camera. But either way, thank you for spending the last couple of minutes with me. I'll hopefully see you Sunday mornings, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about all of these wonderful things we call comic books live together. So other than that, thank you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
CultPop!